Good afternoon. How many of you all like flea marketing? I really enjoy it. And not so much for the shopping part, but I happen to have a small wall space at a flea market just a couple of blocks away from our house. And so I enjoy finding items that are inexpensive or that I think I'm getting a really good deal on and putting them on the shelves at the flea market with the intention of making a little bit of extra money on the side. A couple of weeks ago, the owner of the flea market and I were discussing kind of her ideology, her philosophy of flea marketing. And what she told me was something that is very simplistic, but something I really hadn't ever thought about. And that's this, that she said I would buy something for $1 to make $1 or $2 all day long. She said, in fact, it's not the big items that I sell that help me pay the rent for this building, but it's all the smaller items that people come in and buy on a regular basis. I'd never really thought about that way. You know, my thing was, well, if I can find an item for $10 and it's worth $75 and I can put $50 on it, that's where the money's at. But it's not really. So I decided to take her advice, and I went to a local thrift store. I found a little bunny that you'd put up on a shelf, had a little cloth hat on him, and it was only $1. So I took it back to the flea market. I put $3 on it, and within just a couple of days, that item had sold. I was pretty excited. That game plan works. And in actuality, if you think about it, how many people wouldn't trade $1 for $3 all day long? It's a no-brainer. Well, then I got to thinking about our relationship with Christ. How many people wouldn't trade their righteousness for the righteousness of God? See, the Bible says that our righteousness is as filthy rags, but I found a couple of really great scriptures, and I want to share one of them with you. And it's from Romans chapter 5, verse 19, and it says, "For as by one man's disobedience many were made sinners, so also by one man's obedience many will be made righteousness." You see, whenever we invite Christ into our heart and life, we exchange our righteousness, which is as filthy rags, for the righteousness of God. Now when God looks at us, he no longer sees the sin that separates us from him, but he sees Christ living in us. Man, who wouldn't want to exchange their filthy rags for the righteousness of God? In fact, to do so, it's really a no-brainer. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of this day. Once again, if these videos help, like them, share them, tell somebody about them. I would appreciate that. And I will see you soon. God bless.